motivational keynote speaker Vicki Hitzkis, and I learned something recently that will benefit you. It benefited me, and I learned it in the least likely place from a, I think, unlikely source. This week, I went to Keystone to speak at a conference, and I sat next to this beautiful young woman. She was tall, she was gorgeous, and she was in the middle seat. I was on the aisle, and the flight attendant kept telling her to put her seat back tray up, but she wouldn't, and she had it down, and she had all this makeup spread out on it. And we were taking off, and as we were going down the runway, we were bouncing up and down, and she had an eyebrow pencil, and she was drawing on these incredible eyebrows. And how she was doing it is she had a cracked iPhone, and she had the iPhone picture turned around to face her. So she was using her iPhone like a mirror. And she was drawing on eyebrows using, without a real mirror, but using her iPhone. And she was using a pencil to draw on these like architectural eyebrows. They were just unbelievable. She was drawing them on like this. If I drew on eyebrows like that, I would look like Bozo, but she looked great. I mean, she looked great. And I was like watching her out of the corner of my eye. And then we got up into the air, and the flight was really bumpy. And she got a liquid eyeliner out, and she was putting on eyeliner, and she did it perfectly. I find that hard to do standing absolutely still in the bathroom, but she was doing it up in the air. So I said to her, "Tell me about you. Tell me what you do." And she said, "I'm a stripper." And I said, "Oh." And I said, "You know, I sat next to a guy who owned a bunch of strip clubs." And I told her, I asked him a question. I asked him, who makes the most money? Is it the girls who are built? Is it the girls with the long legs? Is it the blonde girls? Is it the black girls? Who makes the most money? And he said, it's always the same thing in every single club. And I said to her, what do you think he said? And she thought about it, and she guessed, and I want you to guess. She guessed it was the Hispanic girls, probably because they have that beautiful caramel skin. And I said, that's not what he said. Here's what he said. He said, it's the girls with the good personalities. And she started laughing, and she said, that's true. That's true. And I said, tell me about it. And she said, we have girls in our club who are fat. And she said, I always admire them because they have self-confidence. And I said to her, what do you mean when you say fat? And she said, oh, they're fat. But she said, they get up there, and before they go on stage, they walk around and they work the room. They talk to all the guys, and the guys like them, and they give them a bunch of money. And she said, we have other girls who are beautiful, but they don't talk to anybody, and they don't make any money. And she said, I can't dance. I can't dance at all. She said, I'm new. I don't know what to do when I get up there. But before I walk on stage, I go around and I talk to every man in the place. And before the music even starts, they throw money at me. Isn't that interesting? We can learn something from everybody. And it doesn't matter if you're selling dishwashers. It doesn't matter if you're selling dump trucks. It doesn't matter if you're selling lap dances. The truth is, people do business with people they like. And if you or your company wants to be more likable, give me a call. I'm keynote speaker Vicki Hitzkis. I'd like to help make your company more likable.